driving crash, but does the punishment fit the crime?
Fox 6 investigator Brian Polson shows you one man's road to justice and why some say the price for taking a life is too low.
I'm sorry.
When a drunk driver is sentenced for killing one of his own friends,
This kind of thing has to stop.
there are no winners.
There are days I still call his phone. We feel horrible.
My brother didn't deserve this. I'll never be able to express how truly sorry I am.
In June of 2018, then 22-year-old Eric Laban invited Austin Lockwood to his family's North Woods cabin to prep it for the summer.
He was such a great friend.
When the work was done,
Apparently there was a pint of Jägermeister in the mix.
they drove to a lakeside tavern and closed it down.
This is the sort of partying where you park the car and stay at the lake.
Instead, Laban got behind the wheel, sped down a heavily wooded road in the town of Three Lakes, and struck a tree,
That was incredibly reckless.
killing Lockwood.
It is murder.
16 months later, a courtroom is filled with grief.
Please know that there is not a day that this tragedy is not in our minds.
And tension.
The defendant and his family have shown zero remorse for his horrific actions.
When celebrating every Christmas, birthday, or holiday with your family, Mr. Laban, remember Austin doesn't get the chance because of you.
Laban was charged with a drunk driving homicide, a crime in Wisconsin that carries a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison. But our investigation finds drunk drivers who kill rarely get the maximum. 2 out of 5 get less than 5 years, and sometimes they don't go to prison at all.
He's gonna walk and nothing's gonna happen.
That's what Austin's family feared most when a pre-sentence investigation recommended probation, including a year in county jail.
The defendant killed my son and is looking at a slap on the wrist.
But while alcohol and speed may have caused the crash, it was gravity that weighed on the judge.
This is a grave and serious offense.
He sentenced Laban not to probation, but to 3 years in prison.
It's not enough, but it's something.
3 years for a life. Judge Michael Bloom said he hopes this case sends a message to young people, college students in particular, who have no prior criminal record, that this kind of risky behavior could cost someone a life or land you in prison. Still, the 3-year sentence he imposed on Eric Laban is less than the 5-year minimum sentence currently proposed in legislation pending before the Wisconsin Senate. Outside the Oneida County Courthouse in Rhinelander, Brian Polson, Fox 6 investigators.
Assemblyman Jim Ott and Senator Alberta Darling are the primary forces behind a bill that would set a 5-year minimum sentence for a drunk driving homicide. If the Senate votes to approve, it would only need Governor Evers' signature to become the law.